And we're live under the super full moon. What's up, everybody? I am the hostess with the mostest, the High Priestess Phoenix. I am your spiritual healer, teacher, shaman, seer, oracle, lightworker, starseed, earth angel. Damn it. Every time I say starseed. Earth angel, mystic, medium, psychic, witch, yogi, guru, evangelist, North American symbol. I am your messenger god, first Charlie god. The dark, feminine, reincarnated. I am the Lilith. And many more. In order to keep up with me, you gotta catch what I post on my community page, my latest live video, and anything in my shorts. What's up, everyone? Welcome. It's Mercury Day, so we're giving speeches. I have been not giving speeches all day because I was doing freaking moving with that Mars and Sagittarius energy that we talked about yesterday. So like the first level of impact, you guys in those low vibrational ways of thinking, it'll catch you later. Catch you later. Meaning what? You'll get a wild hair up your ass mid-month. Really? Yeah. At some point, they lit the fuse. It's just, you know, you're spiritually fucking constipated. That's what I can say about that. I catch it. So like earlier, I did my interview and I came here. I couldn't really fully ground. I was getting a lot of downloads after the interview. Then I sat outside and I just was like, I was going to smoke for a minute. I saw my kid. You know, I watched them come in and told him what was up. And then all of a sudden I just watched it. I was like, dude, I feel it. And I looked over and it was like that movie from Bram Stoker's Dracula as the fucking sun was setting. It was like that. I was watching the fucking moon rise. It was so cool. So big. I was like, oh shit. So I had to pull out all my voodoo doo-doo and do my little dancey thing. And that's what I said, you know, there's a lot of, as soon as I saw it, I was thinking about Wolfman, and then sure enough, his bitch ass was going live at that time, talking about some humanitarian work. Are you even human? Anyways, but that's what it is. It's like, you can't, you know, he wants to practice, you know, recreationally. You know what I mean? He wants to be spiritual recreationally. He's a full-time fucking love tarot reader, which is, I guess people feed off that bullshit, obviously. But as far as being spiritual, that's just recreational to him. This is a dedication to your life. You don't, like, half-ass choose to go, you know what I mean, into anything. You shouldn't. But, I mean, it's a lifestyle. It's not like a practice. And there's people that just practice it when, you know, they're convenient. I was listening to Steve's Love Tarot. He was doing some cure for cancer. Hey, do you know how old I am? Well, I was created of the dust of this planet, so I'm that old. I'm, like, so old. So I'm, like, the last to learn about the things of this planet. I'm like, way up there. I could tell you everything up there. And then down here, it's like, oh, what's that? And WhatsApp is what I heard. What's that? What's that? He was talking about... Fuck, I lost that train of thought. Oh, no, I didn't. I found that I could fucking fast forward these fuckers when they're talking. So I sped it up to like 2. And he still sounds like like the video goes on forever. But anyways, I really enjoy that now because he is a lengthy talker. And if you feel that I am a lengthy talker, because I believe so, feel free to, like, you know, speed up the recording. I totally just found that and I was like, I like that. I like that a lot. I feel like you're talking at my speed now because you're a slow talker. Really? Yeah, and I'm always like, can you guys keep up with me? No, never. Anyways, I was listening to that guy and he was talking about, God, I think I lost that thought now. It was something about some spin the block type energy and, you know, some. Damn, I lost that fucking thought. I really did. Well, he was a perfect example too, because in the video he says, I haven't done one of these videos for 3 months, meaning you're not keeping up with your fucking shit. That's cool. That's totally cool. What was I talking about? Practices, energy. Oh no, that fucking thought sailed away. Damn it, I swear I was on to something. It'll come back. Really? Yeah, they always do. If they're any importance. Alright, let's get on with it. Oh yeah, I was sitting out in front of the full moon, getting blasted. I do that, oh yeah, like the ceremonies and stuff like this, all of this is like, you know, it's just a way of life, bro. It changes, you make dedicated moves to become something better in your life, realistically. Oh, that's what he was talking about. Manifestations. Yeah, he was all, if you manifest bullshitly, and that's what it is everybody's trying to manifest now because I taught them, but you're not doing it, and it's exactly like I taught you. You're trying to take it and do it the wrong way. And he says it in that video, and I'm not going to really get into it, but it's like that always backfires. You're not manifesting from your heart. That's why everything works. And as I sat there, so this is what I manifested, right? I was like, I need this little jobby job. This is a perfect little job. It's nice and temporary. I could be outside. If you don't know, bells, and especially sound bowls, but bells in general, change the vibration. They send off a vibration, right? So bells are used for healing and all types of different things. So I was like, I could sit out there all day ringing a bell, staring into fucking space, being outside. This could be great for me. So I manifested this idea, right? And I was like, all I need is 5 paychecks. So I go to the interview, and sure enough, dude, the most I could get out of it, and that's with the help, because realistically, they're not supposed to, in most of the contracts, it doesn't start until Black Friday. But they have a couple contracts where they'll start on the 15th. And he said he'd keep me in mind for those ones. Right? So it will, I'm not going to say if. You know what I mean? I will, the most I can get out of this is 5 paychecks. I was like, cool. So I manifested exactly perfectly, right? Because it was heart. It didn't come from my mind. I wasn't thinking about how much I need. It was just a number that came out of my, you know what I mean? And that's where the true power of manifestations come. Because it's and I think about that as I'm saying that one, that goes back to Oklahoma. I had no fucking way out, bro. I had no fucking way out of Oklahoma. I couldn't save myself. I couldn't think of a thought to get out of that bitch. And I waited on God. And then I got this idea of going camping from Oklahoma. All I had was the idea. But it went from there. Mr. Plum came up with some money. He had some stuff that he, fucking sold to this thing. This little, whatever, I don't know, swap meet type thing. And he came up with some money, and he sent me off with some money. And I came up to Colorado, and within a day, I had met somebody on Facebook that gave me this enormous tent for free. And then that's what it. So I didn't know where I was going to go, and my spirit guided me. And it took me to this amazing place. And we stayed there for a few days. And, just tried to kind of breathe. Like, oh my God, I'm in the fucking woods. I'm at home, but I'm in the woods. What the fuck am I doing? And I'm trying to just, breathe. The Holy Spirit is just telling me to relax. Enjoy this. I can't, because naturally my ego is like, I got to do something now that I'm here. And that's the thing, is I kept gravitating towards progress instead of really just accepting the experience, right? So we were there for quite some time. I don't know how long, but then somebody broke into my car, and then I got tagged by the police. And my spirit said it was the police that broke my window as he tagged my fucking car. So we moved from there, and I really didn't know where to go, and then my spirit led me to Chief Hosa's. I didn't even know what it was. It's a fucking exit off the highway, bro. Nobody knows what it is. And it's literally, what is it? It's an exit to a fucking campground and nothing more. There's across from the campground is some kind of pretty hall where you would go and get married or have some kind of ceremonies or something up there. And that's all that's up there. You could take all that road, and it'll take you in a big circle and bring you right back to the freeway. It goes nowhere. All that's up there is a campsite. So I get up there, and we get this campsite, and we get a cool one that has electricity and water. And so I set up my tent. And now I have a place, and, we start doing that, and I start doing, day labors. So I would leave the kids, I would wake up at 4 o'clock, and I would leave the kids at the campsite, and I would drive down to Denver and catch little jobs. And I would do jobs on my own with that, while they were up there, and that way I could make daily cash. I did stuff like that, but I was running out of time. First off, in Colorado, you can only stay for up to 21 days in any spot. You have to move. And they have various campgrounds, but it was the end of the season. All the campgrounds were closing at the beginning of October, some of them even sooner. because of the cold weather. So I'm sitting there and I literally have like fucking 3-4 days, and I get a download to go to Arizona. I just am like, I don't really understand it, but I'm gonna do it. I'm planning it out, and I see it, and I'm like, all right, we're fucking going to Arizona. And that's just kind of how it works, is, you know what I mean? It's like, it literally comes from nowhere. And your heart feels like this is what you need to do, and you start planning it out. Right? And it's actually quite amazing, like when you sit in those moments of the full, you know, it has come to be, it's like, whoa. Right? So something simplistic like, you know, the application had everything in it, all the information in it, as well as, you know, direct deposit, all that. As soon as I walked up, he wanted my IDs, he wanted everything. You know, he told me all about it before he even left me with the fucking paperwork, and answered any of my questions, so we didn't get that far, and then it was like, oh, waste of time. Shit like that. But then when I realized, the thing is they did have part-time, and that's what I was assuming it would be. But he's like talking about full-time, and I was like, damn, I didn't sign up for that. But at the same time, I'm like, all right, this is what I manifested. This is what I manifested. All right. And thank God it's only 5 weeks. So what I really need to manifest before that is throw a period at me real quick. Let me get a period in. You know, let me get this fucked up moon cycle that always kills me out there. Let me get that thing done before we get into this job, because those would be fucking killing me. And I was like, let's do it. So then I was thinking about it, and I was looking at the calendar, right? It's 40 days, bro. I was like, so then my spirit was like, this is when you fast. It makes sense. And I told you they were bulking me up for some shit, bro. I knew it. They were making me, I was just sitting around, you know what I mean, eating and sleeping well and getting ready. So, and that's what I told my daughter. I was like, dude, 8 hours a day of like standing around and shit, like, I have to be functionable. I was like, I don't really do any of that shit. So I have to spend at least the next couple of days training my body, getting it back into activity. So that's what I saw, is we're going to go into that. And the contract stops on December 24th, which is right before Christmas. So I had already manifested this. Think about it. I had said over last month we were going to start doing this. I was going to do a fast. And I kept saying I was going to do it. And that's where it comes. How long does it take you to manifest? I used to say in 3s, but it could be even that simple too, because I look at some of these things, you know, in 30 minutes I see it, or in 3 hours I see it. Really? Some of that shit. Yeah, for real, bro. For real? For real. It was cool. You know, or it's like 3 days, 3 weeks, or 3 months. It usually takes me a couple of, you know what I mean, a couple of 3s to let it circle around and shit. But that's what it means. So in Steve's Love Tarot, he was talking about, you know, they're trying to manifest, you know, just things of this world, just for abundance, just for, you know, material abundance. You're manifesting adventures. So as I sat down tonight under the full moon, and I had my candles, I had my earth candle, my fire, and my water. Obviously, I'm working with the element of air and all of my herbs. So I sit down there, and I'm manifesting. I'm calling in. That's what I am. What am I doing? I'm casting out, through the element of fire, I'm burning away anything that no longer serves me. Through the element of water, I'm releasing any emotions that no longer serve me. Through the element of earth, I'm calling in my stability here on the earth, under the full moon of Taurus. And I sat there with my mixtures, and that's what it is. And that's really what it is. You're not really laser focused until they give you something to focus on. Now, I did speak with my freaking case manager, and she says one of the big no-nos is they don't give anyone electronics. They can't purchase electronics for you for any type of reason. It's just some kind of contract. But God turned around and he gave me 5 weeks of more pay than I imagined, where I could take care of that on my own. And looking at it, you know what I mean? I told you guys, we live off of $500 a month. So 5 weeks could cover us for the rest of winter. Really? Yup. It really could. Financially, yeah, we'd be fine for the rest of winter, meaning January, February, March. Definitely. And that would take care of our birthdays and Christmas. Ta-da! And then I sit under the moon looking at this like, damn, that was really powerful. But I also look back at the beginning of October. I did a lot of abundance spells and burning of money and shit like that. Calling in, you know what I mean? calling in all of that stuff. Not really calling it in, just opening myself up to receive it, whatever it may be. And again, the very minimum of what I was looking for, which is what I manifest. That's such a shit job, and you're, disrespectful in your eyes. But it's more than enough for me in my situation. And that's why it's like, in Oklahoma, the best paying job that I could find was at motherfucking Walmart overnight as a stalker. That's disrespectful from where I came from. That's just disrespectful. But I did it, and I did it for probably 5-6 weeks. And you know what I mean? And that's where it is. It's like, I do disrespectful jobs, one, because I like the physicality of it, and because these particular jobs, you're left to do by yourself, and you know what I mean? I just like them. I like physical work. If I'm going to apply for a job, I typically want a fast-paced job that the time goes and I'm doing lots of things. I'm not just standing there. This time is going to be different, but at the same time, that's all I do is stand around, you know what I mean? I download all day. So imagine what that bell's going to do to me all day. And all I'm supposed to do, and that's what he spoke about. He's like, we don't ask you to do anything. Just greeting the people and saying happy holidays and ringing that bell has always proven to get the job done. He said, we start to look at it and see where some people, we look at where there's more foot traffic. So obviously they're looking at the bucket and saying, well, there's not much going on here. We'll move you to a different place. So he's like, I can't fully tell you in location wise, but, and they go all the way down to Castle Rock. I was like, hey, bro, I'm not going to Castle Rock, bro. I'm not going to Castle Rock, bro. And like, not never. And like, no, not never. I don't care what's going on in Castle Rock. I'm not going down there for the winter. No, but I was thinking about all of that. And that's where it is like, dude, you sit there and then it's like, under the full moon, I gave full birth to a whole manifestation. That I started, I would say probably last full moon is where the idea came to me. Right? So that maybe the new moon, perhaps, I'm not sure. Go look at my fucking shit. And then I started building it up. So now it's a full idea. It's a fully developed baby. That's the Empress. I gave birth. I have given birth to a future, which will last me for what? I don't know. How many months is that? Will it be a full-grown baby? In the essence of, yeah. So, hey, Merry Christmas and all. Really? Yeah, and that was a weird thought, too. I was like, we could have a Christmas. I was like, that's so weird. After last Christmas, we can't act like that didn't happen. We have to be modest, bro. We can't do that. We're never going to do that again. You know what I mean? Really, it was about breaking tradition and just breaking the mindset. It really broke my mind. It broke my heart. It broke my ego, bro. It broke my ego. I spent all Christmas crying about it. God just kept telling me, don't worry about this. But it broke my fucking ego, bro. And the closer we got to Christmas, the harder I cried in that car. I felt like shit, bro. And my whole spirit was telling me this is the right thing to do. I felt like shit. My kids were okay about it. They understood completely. The card fell out. But fuck, bro, that was harsh. And God kept trying to teach me. He was teaching me every day. He's like, this means nothing to me. This is not my glory. This doesn't show glory to my child. They do not do this in other places. You are not bound by the fucking responsibilities of this holiday. You are not less of a person by not owning this holiday. This isn't how I celebrate my son or any other person. He really kept trying to teach me. But that's what it is, the ego death. I'm about to lose all my makeup. Well, I'm done with it now. But fuck, bro. That one hurt. It hurt my soul, dude. To be homeless at Christmas is just harsh. Okay? But to not be able to provide not one thing. Oh, fuck, bro. I felt like a fucking failure as a person. Meanwhile, my spirit is pumping me up. That's the death, bro. The ego death, it hurts so bad, bro. It hurts so bad to say goodbye to people. It hurts so bad to change your mind. It hurts so bad to drive away. The letting go, oh, God. And that's where it is. It's like, I'm not going to pattern, bro. I'm not going to act like I didn't learn that lesson last year. I would love to have a tree because it's beautiful. You know what I mean? To have that and just to stare at it every night. You know what I mean? I'd love to just stare at the twinkling lights of a tree. That'd be beautiful. And just give the kids the things that they currently don't have. Not go overboard. And that's my son. I swear to God, you guys, as soon as I told him I got a job, he asked me for Roblox. I swear to God, bro. Of all the things in this world you might need for yourself, you want me to waste money on an internet game. Oh, he hasn't learned his lesson. But anyways, you know, I'd like that. Just all the stuff they went without, you know what I mean? Not like tons of stuff, but, you know, I don't want them to have, you know what I mean? I don't want to ever spoil my kids like that again and think that I have to do that stuff. But it's a great thing that, you know, to have learned that lesson and have a very different perspective going into it this year. And, you know, just to have survived it. You don't understand some of these things, bro. That's why they call it an ego death. The dark night of the soul, where you reach in. That reminded me of everything. I went through such dark night of the soul during Christmas. Every Christmas I ever had, every Christmas I ever provided, my house, my tree, everything, dude. I felt the fucking literal detachment of every memory of Christmas, bro. It was harsh. It was harsh. And that kind of shit, bro, as much as it's, you know what I mean, it's character developing for me. Imagine you know what I mean, my teenage kids having to, you know what I mean, have the same mindset as the Spirit's telling me, I'm telling them, and we're being strong about it, and we're understanding, and we're loving, but I'm still crying. They're not crying. They're understanding, dude. You know what I mean? They've learned all of these crazy lessons with me. You know, I'm thinking about my daughter. My son called me today. We totally manifested him. What did he call me to tell me? He's my son. He called to tell me he had a job interview tomorrow for a second job. Told him I had a job interview today. He was telling me about his life. Told me it was cool. Because again, I hadn't talked to him. We talked about him last week in my videos. And I told you, closer. I was like, it's not November yet. It's not near the holidays. And that's what it is. They're always proud to tell me about their jobs. Always, you know, that's what we strive towards. It's just something I taught my kids, something that was important. And I don't know. I'm at a moment, and especially under those full moons, you just look at everything. It's an evaluation of everything. Maybe just since the new moon, maybe since last full moon, what you've gone through. Or for me, because it's a new year, it's like, it's a big one. It's like looking back at like, dang. You can look back pretty far, all the things that I've had to go through. But those ego deaths, yeah, they're changing the way that you think about things. And it really hurts your pride. It hurts your being, because it literally lays within your being these ways of life. You know what I mean? Something simplistic like when on your birthday, right? Like my mom always made my birthday feel like my birthday, right? When she died, it's like the day never existed again. Until I wasn't the type to be like, oh, it's my birthday and let's do shit. I did that in my awakening. That was a first. But I wasn't really that person. Not really. People would show up. I remember my ex-husband's mother would show up around that time, because Amelia's birthday and Thanksgiving and my birthday, she'd always seem to show up around those times. And then she would celebrate our birthday. I remember she took me out, like, I think it was like the 30th. Got us bottle service. We got loaded. Where? I swear to God, on everything holy, it's right across the street. What's across the street? It used to be called Proof Nightclub. When I went there, I told my aunt about it. She said she took my mother there for her 30th birthday. It was called Proof of the Pudding back then. I was like, damn, dude, I want to buy that bitch and reopen it. It was a cool fucking nightclub, and it was like 30 plus. It was hella cool, dude. Really? Yeah. Isn't that weird? I just remembered that. That is so weird. It really is. It's right in that back parking lot. I forgot about that. Super crazy. Anyways, I shut that down. But no. And that's what I mean, is like you have this way of being, and then it just goes away. and it really hurts. And that's like something like Mr. Plum. Oh man, his birthdays are the worst, dude. His parents died on his birthday. Really? Well, one did, and the other one they pulled off of life support later. So yeah, that's a bad day. It's like, is it a birthday, or it's a death day, or it's just a day? I don't know. What does that say? Okay, well, I'm gonna find an adult. I tried to do that last time, and I'm not in that department. I don't know how to play the PlayStation, but at least I'm not calling it an Xbox anymore. Our current energy is Princess of Wands, which is new beginnings, and Beltane is the spring of new seeds and new life. As we go into autumn, the southern hemisphere goes into spring. Truly, truly. Let's go to the Princess of Wands. So yeah, it gave you like what, 25, 29 minutes of testimony. Nope, that's the Queen. The Knight, nope. Alright, Princess represents news and new beginnings. The Princess of Wands is a free spirit with dynamic passion for life. And right now you are desperate for a fresh new adventure. She is bringing you just what you need. Something amazing is coming that will renew your zest for life. This might be a creative vision, a spiritual insight, a new job, a business, a study, a birth, a romance, travel, money, or just a whole new phase in your life. It will make you think and act in a whole new way. You will need to challenge yourself, even if it's a bit scary, because it'll be worth it. This might be the biggest adventure of your life, so don't let the opinions of others and your habitual limitations put you off. One of the princess's powers is to enable you to leave your fears behind and experience a new freedom. It's never too late. I'm seeing a whole download as I was reading that. As a performer, which I am, it's an opportunity for me to perform. It's an opportunity for me to put out my joyful spirit. That's a lot. That's a lot of putting out. Really? Yeah. But realistically, it is. And it's a great thing. All I'm being asked to do is be kind and friendly and ring the bell. That's all I'm asked to do. What harm can come from that? And the more friendly I am and the more fun I have with it, you know, obviously, the more joyful it is. And that's all I'm asked to do is be joyful. I'm asked to be joyful. That's it. That's cool. The Princess of Wands may signify a new friend or lover that will change your outlook and bring you some much-needed fun and excitement. Hey, that's fun. Someone going to fall in love with me out there? All right, he or she is a bright, young, or young-hearted free thinker full of energy, warmth, oh, I'm getting a download, ambition, adventure, and well-intention, and will open up new possibilities for you. Life will certainly not be boring, and you will not regret the association. However, he or she is fiery, and sparks might fly. They won't put up with jealousy or restriction of any kind, and will leave as soon as they're experienced. Laters, haters. I was laughing. I thought about it twice today, Marshall. Jesus, dude. That shit I said to you yesterday was so funny. I was, like, laughing so hard, bro. I'm not going to say it in this video. But that was funny. I'm the only one that can make something like that sound good. I didn't catch the joke till the second time. That was so funny. Oh, I laughed about it like twice today, dude. Really? Yes. It was really funny. I enjoyed that moment. I laughed really hard. Those are those laughs at Russ. I'll be laughing at him. Oh, God. Don't say his name. Don't say it out loud. The reverse princess can indicate procrastination, delays, or dissatisfaction. You feel as though life is passing you by, but instead of seizing opportunities, you make excuses as to why the time is not right. Despite your outward bravado, you are scared of new things and afraid of failing. What am I scared of? I don't know. Like, this is something new and I can't fail. I'm just trying to show it. It's like, you guys, it's all pride-based. What would people think? I think they're going to love me. Really? Yeah, a whole bunch of strangers. I get to spread love and joy in strangers' faces. You never start. And if you do, you don't follow through. Because your energy is not channeled in useful direction, you can get frustrated and other people can get frustrated with you. The Princess of Wands reversed can also signify a young person who's selfish, aggressive, impatient, disorganized, lazy, and immature, who never has a good word to say about anyone or anything. Or is that you, Russ? Speak his name into existence. Alright, come on. We're in a joyful. Let's see, what's at the bottom? This Ace of Swords. Put your thoughts to it. What's underneath here? Bounty. Yeah, 6 of Pentacles. We're doing good. In the essence, bro, I just got like a super, you know what I mean? I just got super paid. It's Friday night. Just got paid. I was like, all that song. Pentacles are at the end, dude. What are we doing? 7? No, 6. The key word of 6 of Pentacles is bounty. Though as depicted in the card, the relationship between the giver and the recipient is not an equal one. It can suggest that you have an unexpected windfall as someone steps in to help you when you are in financial difficulties or need a sponsor. Who sponsored me? God. Actually, it's Salvation Army again. Isn't that crazy? That's so crazy. They gave me... I should be a fucking sponsor for the Salvation Army. Except for I know all their dirt. But realistically, right? I'm serious. And when I told the guy that I lived here, I waited till the very end of the... He's like, oh, that's great. And something. And then he was like, he gave me all these flyers and invited us to come over and be part of theirs because they're in a different county. I was like, oh, that's cool. I told him, I was like, he's like, all that funding, he's like, well, yours comes from Denver and stuff. I didn't apply for Denver. Where'd you go? Arapahoe County. Arapahoe. Oh, obviously. You didn't go to Roar? No, bitch. Anyways, but they were talking about that. I was like, I know. They took my daughter, you know what I mean, that they funded, they gave her a full scholarship to go to a fucking 4-day fucking camp in Estes Park. You forgot about that. They fucking took care of their fucking school supplies, dude. They fucking feed us. They fucking, you know what I mean? They try to bring in clothes. They're going to take care of our fucking Christmas. You know what I mean? This is, they've done a lot, and now I'm proud to work for them. You know what I mean? It's been a whole situation. I should be a spokesperson. I'm going to speak about it. However, the gift will not come without strings attached. Your benefactor will want something in return. Yeah, I got to work hard. On the other hand, you might be a wealthy giver and helping others. This could be with money, or it could be with your time, expertise, or knowledge. Don't ask anything in return, but do it unselfishly without conditions. 6 of Pentacles reverse, and that's where it is. They came when I needed it. You know what I mean? We're still part of the snap situation. We haven't snapped yet, but that's where it is. Is like, it'll work out. It'll totally work itself out. This could be, on the other hand, yeah, some. 6 of Pentacles reverse demonstrates negative effect of unequal relationship. You might be working for an unappreciative boss, have a loan turned down, or be asked to pay exorbitant, rates on an interest. Be conned into a worthless investment, or feel that you're not being treated fairly with regards to an inheritance or divorce settlement. In a relationship... I always look at Daddy Yankee. Man, he's got like one of the worst divorce next to Trump. He did it in the name of God, too. He wasn't even cheating. In a relationship, one partner might be domineering and controlling. She just didn't want to let him go, bro. She wanted to take everything he owned. She just didn't want him to be happy without her. That's all that is. Because she can't see happiness without his money. That's dirty.
I like some moolah.
That's dirty Yankee.
Roll Tide.
Oh, that's a good one. Then again, if you've been sponging off friends and relatives without making any real efforts on your own, you're going to get fed up, and they're going to stop supporting you. Hey, you know what? I could be in a position this year to send Mr. Plum a present. I've wanted to get him something. I wanted to get it to him for his last birthday. What were you going to get him? I wanted to get him a model car. Really? Yeah, he sits around a lot. Let's see. He's my friend. I like to get my friend something. What's the outcome? Oh, Queen of Cups. Manifesting more shit. Okay. All in love and shit. These are all great cards. Does anybody have any fucking... Princess, get out of my face. Does anybody have any disagreements with these cards? The Queen of Cups sits between land and water, practicality and emotions, and that's what I was working with, the earth element. Balancing both. Like the High Priestess, she's connected to the world of imagination and unconscious spiritual forces that underline life. Here's the difference. The heart space. But she's able to manifest them into the physical world, bringing the harvest to fruition. Wolfman this morning, he was like, look, my idea is coming to fruition. It wasn't your idea. I shared it. It hasn't even been a week. It's on his community page. He told everyone to consider some merch ideas, and someone said that, and he went with that idea. Someone else's idea has come into fruition. You're an idiot, in the essence. And that's what it is. It's like, where does it come from? The heart. If I'm just high priesting, I'm just seeing it. I have to use my heart to make it real. So what is she doing? Well, she's receiving heart space and she's giving heart space. When the Queen of Cups appears in the cards, she calls upon you to demonstrate love and true compassion in order to help others. You must trust your own intuition rather than what others tell you or what logic dictates. And I told you, dude, something like that. Like, you know what I mean? Your heart tells you, you know, as your mind's breaking because you're in a bad place and you don't see a way out and this is the most hopeless you've ever been. Your heart is being strong right there. And it's getting you through it and it's nurturing you when your mind is breaking and you're full of, you can't take it. That's your heart, bro. And that's what I told you. It's my heart that talks. When my mind can't understand. And my mind can't take it. And I feel so terrible about the things that I see outside of myself. My heart comes in and reminds me that everything's okay. And nothing's wrong outside. Just calm down inside. Really? Though you need to empathize with those in need, be careful not to blur the boundaries and lose yourself in the process. And that's where it is you take on their needs and you're like, all of a sudden you want to go there. You want to solve them. Like they start telling you they have money problems and then you're like thinking about if you can give them money. That's going too far. God can give them money. They don't need money. People don't need money. They think that money cures everything. There's things that they need that they don't have that's making them feel unsafe. But other than that, they're just stressing, bro. That's it. There's some things that people don't have, they need. And when they don't have it, they get desperate and they get really freaked out. But otherwise, no. The actual need factor, So be careful with that. You know what I mean? Some people will lay their burdens on you to where you feel obligated to help them because you know you can. If you can, then you can. But be careful that this isn't a person that knows that you can and just always does it. That freeloader from the last card. And that's fucking Russ's family. Who's buying fucking Christmas? Russ. They never buy that guy anything. I'd buy you something, Russ. I'd buy you a Christmas gift. I will make you one. That's what I was thinking about while I was outside. Do you remember 2 years ago, they're in my altar right here, when I bought those necklaces and I bought all of that stuff and I said I was going to make my soul tribe amulets, very powerful amulets from my altar that would have all the power that I have here at the altar they could wear around their neck, that would protect them, that would provide abundance, that would provide everything, that they could walk in between the worlds, an actual fucking footstep or a footprint of me. They could walk around with me, my spirit, all of the spirits, everything that I honor. That money can't buy that. Money can't buy my power. Me putting my power, my beliefs, my abilities, and my access to the gods into a stone or into a candle or into an herb and giving that to someone, you can't buy that. It's from my heart. And you might not believe in it, but I believe in the actual force, and I can see it being placed into my heart. You don't see it. You don't see the colors. You don't see energy like that, but I can literally put my, you know what I mean? So that's something like that. It's like, you know, Christmas is about, oh, let me buy that new iPhone. Everyone can buy that. I can give you something that nobody can buy. I was thinking about that earlier. Really? Someone like Morgan. My true friend. Mr. Plum to keep it in his car wherever you leave, whenever you go out there, bro. You've got the Spirit of God, dark and light, always protecting you, always bringing in good things, always stopping bad things. The Spirit of the Gods with you, always. The highest level in a bottle. A genie in a bottle. Really? I could do stuff like that. I know a lot of people sell all this, you know what I mean? They sell candles and they sell all that shit. No. No. No person on the internet just gets my powers. They're for the chosen that are learning to harness their own. Really? Do you remember my little vial in the beginning that I carried? It had nothing but herbs. It was a beautiful little vial. And it had graveyard dirt. And then I found out the bitch's hair was in there. That bitch. Some witch put her hair in there. Fucking witch. I don't know if it had bad intentions, but I knew that she had gone the extra mile with that one. I was like, oh, she put her fucking energy in here. I don't know what she was doing with it, but I was carrying this bitch's energy with me everywhere. I was so mad about that when I found it, when it broke open and I saw her hair in there. Fucking totally pulled it out and I fucking blessed it and then I rekindled it with black wax. Yeah, anyways, how's that for a Christmas gift? Russ, I'll make you a Christmas gift, bro, like no other. Your parents couldn't even buy it. That goes to Lewis. You couldn't buy this in any store with all your monies. You couldn't buy it. I have to make it from my heart. Yep, it's just like a soup. One bowl, that's all you need. The Queen of Cups may be a helpful person. Anyways, what is this? Sometimes the Queen of Cups advises you need to understand your emotions in response to the present circumstance. Out of this can come great creativity, and you find inspiration for artistic and literary projects. And that's where it was. I got that under the full moon. I remembered the little bottles, and I remembered making those. Really? I've been carrying them forever. I have so much shit. They just tell me. They don't tell me when, and that's where I was like, time is not real, bro. I've been waiting for this forever. Like, we've been carrying this forever. The Queen of Cups may be a helpful person in your life, a good wife or mother, warm-hearted friend, healer, counselor, psychic, spiritual leader, or perhaps it's just me. I am imaginative and artistic, creative and compassionate. I sometimes feel the sorrows of the world too much and become depressed. Because I am always the nurturer, I have no one to turn to when I have problems. That's not true. If I get too deep, I can run over to Morgan, and typically I always have Pac. You know what I mean? If I'm outside of the dark night of the soul and I'm just I'm coming out of it, because that's the only time it really hurts, when you're coming out of it. Not when you're going in. It's all dramatic when you're going in. But when you're coming out of the dark night of the soul, so like Saturday morning, well, depending on whenever you do it, when you make these hard decisions and you're trying to come back from it, that's when you kind of sit there and cry the hardest. When you're doing it, you're pumped up and you're doing it. But after the dust has settled and you look back and you look at what you've done, you cry. Those are the moments when I wish somebody, those are the moments. Marshall has a bunch of those moments where I was at my hope, fucking Saturday mornings, I'm at my hopeless and I'm crying in his DMs. Like, it's more like a hold me while I'm going through this. Then I pull myself out of it and I realized that, I could rehabilitate myself without pouring it on him. It felt good to go there, to have someone to talk to, but I didn't need to keep doing this to him. I could, and that was just God actually closing the doors because I stopped talking to him. He closes our doors all the time. Really? Yeah. Can you message Marshall Mathers? Have you ever tried to message some of these celebrities? It says you have to follow them, correct? Well, God opens the doors for me sometimes. And then he showed me a trick how to open them myself, how to open those doors myself. Marshall knows my trick. He knows a lot of my tricks. Anyways, that's where it is like those are the moments when it really hurts. After you've already took action, then you really, then comes the regret, the shame, the humiliation, the pain, the detachment. It comes after, bro. Really? Yeah. Alright, reverse meaning. And that's when I'll be crying out to Pac. I'll be like, oh, God, this hurts. It hurts. It's going to be alright, bro. You needed to do this. Oh, it hurts. Something like quitting jobs, bro. It hurts my ego, bro. I'm trained not to do this type shit. That last one was so fucking smooth. That last one was so fucking smooth. I got that bitch so good. I trained for 3 years to do that shit. Really? Yeah. I lost my nerve, bro. I lost my nerve. That's all you gotta know about that, bro. I lost a lot of myself. And that's why I was like, I'm never getting married again, bro. I came out of there all types of fucked up, bro. And I didn't actually repair myself. I just got to work. I didn't repair myself. I got to work and I repaired my kids. I didn't repair myself. That's what happened. The reverse Queen of Cups can refer to a woman in your life who is unstable and over-emotional mess. This was me. She uses her victim status to manipulate emotional responses from others and is addicted to the drama of this. I never felt, I don't know if I've ever really saw myself as a victim. My brain is always programmed to say this is my fault. I did this. So it's hard to see myself, and that's what this awakening is to see that I was a victim of many things. Right? That's where it is you're a victim to a lot of situations. I just didn't wear it. And my brother had a heavy victim's mentality, and I couldn't stand it. There's a lot of people that do, and I guess it's because my brain's wired differently. I never felt sorry for what happened. I just blamed myself. I moved on. I didn't blame people too much. Like, you can hear me, even with the baby daddy. Do I blame him for our lives? Do I blame him for shit? There's shit he does that really bothers me, but I don't blame him. I don't blame my mom. I'm not a blamer. At first, when you're going through the healing process, it's like, this is your fucking fault. And then you realize it's not their fault, and you go back to blaming yourself. And then after you get all of this, then you, blame God. Because in the end of all of this, guys, what really will come to be is an unbelievable forgiveness towards God. When you get past the matrix, and you know who's in charge, you'll be like me, running straight to his motherfucking face every fucking day. No, Jesus, not right now. I'm not in a nice mood. I need to talk to the big man. What are you doing in my life? When you realize, bro, and that's where it is you'll hate him. You'll hate him until you understand him. And then you'll love him for everything that he put you through. You'll hate him until you understand what he's doing. And you'll say that it's the devil or something else. You'll hate him, though. For real. When you forgive other people and shit, when you realize that what the real control is, yeah. I'd be hating God. What the fuck? I don't have it now, but it comes for sure. And that's because, whatever happens into my life, I'm always like, hey, this is God. He's the creator of all things. You give him his power and understand his power, and then you know who to go to, who's in the place of power in your life. What's moving in your life? Realistically. I just want to talk about all that. Anyways, the Queen of Cups may be a woman in your life playing victim. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you can look at all situations as like, why is this happening to me? Okay, that's a very honest question. Are you honestly ready for the answer? Because there is an answer to that question. Number one, before you go all deep in, how could this happen to me? Number one, has this happened to anybody outside of you? Have you ever heard of any of this happening to someone else? Okay, so here comes Michael Jackson. You're not alone. Right there, you know that you're fighting a battle that other people have fought. So that means that you're in the battlefield. It changes from uncertainty to certainty. I'm certain that this has happened before, and I'm going to overcome it, and people have had to deal with this type of shit before. This is my challenge to figure out how to deal with this. Now, do you have the answers? Probably not. You're in some bullshit. So what do you need to do? Turn to God. Do you see what she's doing? She's fucking... What did you cook? It smells delicious. Tacos. Of course you did. God. So, hey, dude, you should put that fucking... Never mind, he's not gonna go for it. He doesn't like sour cream. We got this, I got it for my daughter today. She loves dips. It was green chili dip. And it's made in sour cream. So it's made like a ranch dip or like a French onion dip, but it's called green chili dip. The shit was delicioso. And he should put it on his birria tacos, but he's not going to. I would. This fucking lime? Damn. I might need to make some for myself. Anyways, going back to this. Sorry. I'm a little distracted. It's the full moon. And it's tacos. I was fine until he brought those in. There's lots of situations where, like, why are you doing this to me, God? Stop the word that you're saying and say, what are you trying to show me? When you figure out what he's trying to show you, then you'll say, okay, can you show me the way out? And that's where it comes. And he'll show you a way out. You don't have the answers. He does that on purpose. He wants people to turn to him, so he can have the glory of being your savior, I suppose. You need him. It's not like a manipulative relationship. It's not. Life is all challenging, and it's not like he's putting challenges just so he can drop you to your knees and you can have all glory to him. But during those moments when you're facing those challenges and you drop to your knees and you ask for him, he's honored to be of service. He's willing to let you go out and do what you need to do by yourself, but he keeps a very close eye on you, and he's always trying to, you know what I mean, trying to cut the edge off of it. It's like, you know, I was like, this girl, she's about to drive to fucking Chicago. I was like, oh, did you check the fucking weather? I know it's I-70 for 15 hours. I done it. But did you check the fucking weather? Did you check the fucking weather? They have a different weather pattern. I know it's fucking 60 and breezy. I'm a weather witch here. It's winter everywhere else. She looks up the weather in Chicago. It's fucking snowing today. She's like, dude, it's snowing. I was like, yeah, it's snowing everywhere, but here, bro, you better check the weather. That's it. It's like, oh, God wants you to be careful. And what did he say? Actually, he rerouted her. He said, buy him a ticket, a one-way ticket, and fly him into Colorado Springs. It's cheaper than all of this bullshit. Don't waste your fucking... Don't get out there on the roads. Will she do it? I don't know. It's a smarter idea. Realistically, yeah, she was about to spend all kinds of hundreds of dollars to go pick up her dude and drive him back. And I was like, that doesn't sound like a good idea. Especially not over the season. You should probably just get him a one-way ticket and it'll be cheaper. Yeah. Alright, anyways, moving on. Just, you know, ideas. As far as your victimhood, yeah, no. And addicted to the drama, making people feel sorry for you, why God just put you through things, that's not really cool. She is extremely exhausting to be around and either lashes out or demands sympathy. Meaning, like, that's not how it is. And you don't understand. I really saw this bitch at the restaurant. At the core of her problem is a deep sense of self-loathing, which may stem from past trauma, from drugs, food, or alcohol abuse, or simply the awareness that she's wasted her talents and opportunities. She cannot be helped until she is genuinely wants to change. Now, as much as we say she, this could be a feminine energy in any type of person. If they're not full of love, then they're this. No, there's 50 shades of it. Okay, sure. You're either full of love, a helpful person that's, you know what I mean, warm-hearted and imaginative, caring and compassionate and kind, or you're unstable, emotional fucking mess. I'm sorry, there's two sides to each coin. Where do you fall in this bullshit? Okay, you need to open your heart. And where does that come from? Compassion, understanding, and forgiveness. And the whole Queen of the Cups is the most powerful. That's why she's the most powerful manifester, because she has the biggest heart. She's the one that runs to God. Okay, I'll go ask God. I'll go ask God. I'll go ask God. And that's where it is. I'll go ask God. And he'll give me an idea, and I'll bring it back to you. Whatever you need. We'll make this real. I'll ask God for an answer, and we can make this real right now. Really? Yeah? Sure. And that's because out of my heart, I care. Okay, I care about what's going on. Let me ask God what we can do. What you can do. And that's the High Priestess. The High Priestess is just me here. What's out there? That's what I'm doing. That's me as the High Priestess. I'm just telling you what's out there all the time. Only when I grab things do I manifest it. Out of what? My heart. I'm not grabbing a bunch of shit and bringing it down into the earth. Doesn't mean I don't see it all. It's just not all for me. I'm only supposed to manifest what makes my heart happy, which is little shit. Really? Yeah. Which is shit like that. Realistically? Yeah. Alright, so that's where we're at. And I guess if you're not on the upside, this is a pretty ugly downside. The downside to this is pretty ugly. So new beginnings is what we were going through. You still have so many days until endings to start that new beginning, so this might not be you right this moment, but that's where I'm at. I'm created bounty from my heart, and I'm here receiving more. Now, as we go through the moon phase, right? It's full now. It'll start shedding its skin. So that means we're doing what? More shedding, more letting go. I have a new way of life, so I have to let go of other patterns and change things, right? For example, I got to get out and start doing some more physical activity every day if I'm going to pick up, 40 days of 8-hour shifts. I have to train for that. Literally, yeah, bitch. I fucking nap a lot and I sit around doing nothing a lot. Yeah, like every day. I'm not fucking lying. What the fuck do you think I'm doing? I'm sitting down doing readings 4 hours a day, and then I tell you what I'm doing the rest of the day, which is just some basic running around. So yeah, I have to fucking do some training. And then on top of that, you know what I mean? I'm also gonna go into a fast, and that's its own training. Not realistically, because I'm not gonna be sitting around at work eating, and that's it. So that's like that takes out all of that. Really? Mm-hmm. So then all you have to avoid is dinner. Really? Mm-hmm. Keep hydrated and avoid dinner. Pretty simple. You think? I think so. At the end of that shift, I'll probably want to do nothing but go to sleep. It'll be dark by the time I get off work. It's always dark. It was dark at 5 o'clock. Do you see how dark it was? Jeez. I'm like, it's bedtime. It's bedtime. Really? Yeah, I'm totally feeling it. I don't know why I need to stay up. If I don't have anything to do, why do I need to be awake? Do you guys need me? Do we need something? Something happening. Hey, what does this say? It says the database is not connected. I have no idea what the fuck is up with this computer system. Hey, let's get a oracle and let you guys go. Yeah, 57. We're good. We're good. I'm just gonna pull one from the middle. What do we got? Oh, happy. That's a good one. I'm happy. Are you happy? I'm happy with with the way things are. But discontent just comes from it's an inner feeling, bro. You can either be happy the way things are or not happy with the way things are. There's things, when things change, naturally they can bring you happiness, but you have to be happy without the change. And that's where I was before. I was still grateful before. Now I'm more grateful. That's all that means. It's like, I'm happy. I can just be more happy. You can't take away my happiness. Really? Mm-mm. I'll always be happy. There might be a moment that I get sad, maybe angry, but I'm always happy. It's not fleeting. What's fleeting is sadness or anger or anything else. My happiness is always there. That's what we shoot for. What number is that? 26. I'm on 30. That's pretty damn close. 28, building blocks. 27, exchanging gifts. I like that. We were just talking about that. Joy and contentment, a sense of fulfillment, and feeling all is well. I told you that like last week, before I even got this. I was sure of it. Your desires are effortlessly fulfilled now. Find joy in the present moment, whatever is happening, and be satisfied with things as they are. You're free from the shackles of longing and able to experience the liberation that comes from actually being happy, moment to moment. For you, I have chosen happiness over yearning for it. And that's it. I chose to be happy instead of trying to find happiness. I just chose to be happy. Now is time for feeling joy for the sake of joy and experiencing contentment. Tomorrow's Thirsty Thursday, and I have every reason to be happy. I have every reason to be joyful, bro. My income just blew up out of nowhere. You know what I mean? In 5 weeks, that's like a fisherman's job, bro. Really? I mean, in essence, dude, it really is. And and then tomorrow it also is that meeting. I talked to my worker today. She confirmed she definitely is being transferred. She's losing her job and getting transferred somewhere else. She told me about the meeting, how it's going to be, no staff. They're going to come in and they're going to really question, and, they want to know everything and who to keep and what to do and this and that. So, that changes our future. We can ask all those questions about what the new structure is going to be for my new housing situation. And then that's also going to change a lot of the current housing situation, what it looks like. And everything else. Like I said, I was manifesting a work at home job. I found out I wouldn't be able to get a computer, but I found another way to get a computer, which is through my own finances of this job. So there's that. I found, I feel like just super blessed, bro. None of this is because of something outside of you. Your happiness is a result of you being at one with Spirit's plan on your life. All is well. The tide is in for now. Enjoy playful splashing in it. Relationship message. There are moments in a relationship when you feel good about whom you are with, and you know that your heart is wide open to befriend, to love, to care for another without wanting anything in return. That's where I kind of was. Until I realized, I just wanted to love on someone. But then I realized, I'm going to want love in return. After loving on him and not getting any love in return, I realized I do want love in return. This was fun. I love to love on someone, but I want love in return.
Get your feet on my bed.
Yeah. This is the kind of happy that you just want to share. And that's it. Like when I'm full of love, I just want to love. I just want to be loving. Hey, did you see that picture I posted on my community page? I took my dog out, and the third floor opened up, and like 6 of these little girls in little ballerina suits come in. They're like, "Oh, it's a puppy!" And they just ran at her and loved her. She was loving it. Her little tail was going. They all just wanted to hug her and stuff. It was like, that's love right there, bro. She loved that shit too. She was in the house all day. She loved it. All these little girls, they just wanted to hug her and shit. That's that love, bro. That's what it means. I just want to love someone. The appearance in this card in the reading tells you that joy and contentment are here now, not someone else or off in the future. The grass is greener right where you stand. Be grateful and delight in your relationship. I'm not in one. That's okay. I'm in a great relationship with myself. And if you're seeking one, be happy. Happiness attracts more of itself, like bees to honey. Prosperity message. This is a time to take pride in your accomplishments. You're doing good work, providing exceptional service, and are well compensated for it. The world rains gratitude upon you, and your happiness will with the result of your efforts and creativity. Isn't it amazing to consider all the things you've done? Remember your partnership with Spirit in this moment too. Your soul has always known you could accomplish anything if it brought you joy. And that's what it is. This goofy ass job, I said it from my heart that this would be a joyful job for me, and that's why I got it. Really? Protection message. Lighten up, because it is time to be ridiculous and silly. See the world through the eyes of a clown, and don't take yourself or any situation right now too seriously. Have fun, be playful, and make laughter the order of the day. You'll be surprised about page 99 about how everything just seems to fall into place when humor leads the way. Dude, I'd be laughing my way through it. Being happy and lighthearted is a wonderful icebreaker. Life is meant for play as well as work, for laughter as well as tears, for celebration as well as focus. Spirit wants to sparkle through you today. Smile and enjoy each breath, each moment. Miracles lie in the silly things today. It's funny because I told you I was laughing about what I told you, Marshall. I laughed about it twice today, what I said to you yesterday. What did I say to him? I was making fun of him. I was like, he's a chronic masturbator, so he's got like the softest dick, right? Is what I said. And I was like, let me see your soft dick. And then it got real funny because you're supposed to be talking about a man's hard dick, and I'm like, he's got like the softest dick. And I just was laughing about it. I was like, I'm the only person that can make a soft dick sound good.
Asians be taking it like that.
I guess. I don't know. And I remembered what fucking Morgan said. She's like, it's a gummy worm. I love it. I love it. It was funny. Really? Yeah. I didn't think it was, I just meant because of all the lotion. But then when I said it the second time, it was super funny. I be laughing so hard at some of this shit, bro. Especially on Facebook. Dude, that shit needs to be filtered from my eyes. There was something I was going to share today while we're on the subject, Marshall Mathers. And I didn't because I was sure after last night I could have got a fucking strike for this one. What was it? It was a post on Facebook. And it said the man got the world record for the longest masturbation. It said something like, dude, it was something like 9 hours and 45 minutes. And I was going to post it, and I was like, I'm not shaking this guy's hand, but congratulations. I swear I kept the post, but I knew if I shared it, I could get in trouble, so I just kept it to myself. It was so creative. I was like, I'm not shaking his hand. Long distance high five. Really? Yeah, could have triggered the joke from yesterday. Some jokes, dude. Should have been a comedian. I mean, seriously. No, because I can't stop laughing at my own jokes. If you guys saw me, I'm just falling over in my chair all the time. Like, is there something wrong with her? Yeah, I can't hold my head up. I'm a whole child. I need a high chair. Well, I'm in a great mood. Are you in a great mood? Ah, what happened? Hey, I didn't do that. The Holy Spirit did that. How long ago did they do that? I didn't turn off the camera. Really? No, I haven't touched the fucking table. I'm over here laughing in my chair. I can't reach. Just kidding. Well, this should be great energy for tomorrow. Because tomorrow is today. Really? Yeah. Thursday. This is great Thirsty Thursday energy, and I feel it. And as I was seeing this, there's this thing that I keep getting a download for. They're not listening, are they? Okay. I keep getting this download to go to the Nature and Science Museum. They have an exhibit for the elephants, and my spirit wants me to go and see the exhibit. Really? When I take the kids, they want to do all this extra shit. I don't know. I feel kind of an asshole about it, but at the same time, I could go and just do it, you know, spend 30 minutes going through there, getting all my information and my downloads, $1, and get out of there while they're at school. And I feel like that's better than taking the whole damn family. Really? Yeah, totally. I had a busy day today anyways. My daughter forgot she was unsure if she was supposed to wear her uniform to ROTC. So she gets there, and I drop her off, and she's like, we're supposed to have it. So then I had to take my son and then take my daughter and then come back and do this and that. Then I had a meeting with my social worker. Then I had lunch, and then I had my appointment, and then I had this, and then I had that. So it was a really busy day. But it all works out because, again, that was that Mars energy. It was pushing us to get some shit done. I totally seized that energy. Excuse me. The full moon usually keeps me toasted outside, just staring at it like a fucking werewolf, just getting images and information all the time. I'm hoping not to do that. I'm hoping to have a meal and just go to sleep. My eyes are actually burning. I've been up since like fucking dark. It's dark again. But I hope this is your energy for tomorrow. I hope you have something to be happy about. The reason I say tomorrow is Jupiter. It's expansion. It's Sagittarian energy. It's about that. It's the best day of the week for most of us. Don't forget what Friday brings. What? Dark night of the soul. You can't be like me without doing this religiously. So on Friday, we'll be pushed into making some more changes. We'll have to change more of our behaviors, more of our patterns, more of our thinking, more of our life. It's a constant evolution. If you want to keep changing, and what that means is just, I'm looking at the rose bush. It's fully budded. You have to cut those roses off so new ones can grow. Really? Yeah. You have to cut them off so new ones can grow. And that's just the whole, that's the whole reaping and sowing of the season. You know, planting new seeds. And that's what it is. We're going to eat off these seeds that I planted, you know what I mean, for the rest of winter. Really? Mm-hmm. What are you guys going to eat off of for the rest of winter? Do you believe there's an ability to plant a new seed? No. When can you do it? The new moon. You have this many days. Or if you do some reaping, you start, you know what I mean, plowing your fucking garden in the middle of the night like a tweaker, and you get this done before 11/11, you can have some new seeds just planted for you. Just magical beanstalk seeds that just get put in there for you. Which could be inspiration of new seeds to plant for the new moon, because we'll be, you know, winding into that shit. Really? Yeah. The dark moon, I don't know when it is, but then you'll have the new moon. So then you'll plant those seeds, the new moon of, you know, Sagittarius, I believe. And then you'll have the full moon. Well, where are we? We're at the beginning of the month of November. Yeah, so you'll have we're at a full moon of November, the Beaver moon. Yeah. You still have another chance to plant seeds. You can always plant them at the new moon, but also at gateways, especially the 11/11. And that's not you planting them, that's you receiving them. There's these gateways that you receive, and that's where you have to be receptive, and it has to be through your heart. It's not logical. It has to be out faith-bound. I know this is a day, and I know I've done the work, and, you know, that's what I said as I did my enchantment. It's like I've given up everything to receive the new life. I'm ready for the next step. And they're baby steps. You're like, oh, I'm ready to be, you know, number 1. No, you're still number 37. Wait in line. So yeah, we have to do that on Friday. Your spirit will call you if it hasn't already. Today's a Wednesday. There's usually a mini one that it calls you to let go of. Something old, an old pattern. What they call me to do? Fast. And they give me plenty of time. Starting next what? The 15th. Next Friday. Next Friday. Not this Friday. Next Friday. We start a 40-day fast. We fast. Not you guys. Americans are going to fast during fucking Thanksgiving? I don't think so. I don't think so. And that's what it is. I'm giving up this holiday, obviously. Why? Because I'm thankful. I don't need to celebrate it with food. Really? Yeah. And thinking about it, it's like, damn, that's a sacrifice. Everybody loves Thanksgiving. But realistically, we can have all those foods on Christmas. It'll be a better Christmas. If I do it that long, I can't eat any of that shit. I'll be eating mashed potatoes and fucking gravy. Like a baby, like, oh, it hurts my belly. I just had, like, the gastric bypass. Really? I mean, that's what I'm called to do. I'm not telling you. If you feel it, then try. I suppose. All you can do is give it your best. What happens? It's a spiritual ritual. It's not about being skinny. In essence, I just got real, you know, I just built up for it so that I could, you know what I mean? My body is, you know, built, and that's just the animals. They're going to be in hibernation too. They're not going to be eating during this time. They go into their deep sleep. Right? Right. Really? You're going to do that? That's what I'm called to do. I'm seeing the Tower card. No, it's the Devil card. It was calling to me from the middle of the deck. That sucks. That's your shadows. That's what we're talking about. You have to make the right changes if you want to have anything new. I had to sacrifice a whole life, bro. A lot of different things about my life in order to become the High Priestess. But I promise you there's no one higher than me. Not in the Priestess department. Just want to say I don't sit higher than Jesus. We stand hand in hand in this. If not, I couldn't even walk through here. If he wasn't dragging me. Actually, he doesn't drag me by my hair. But I mean, in the essence is like, he didn't carry me through this. And pretty much, what am I doing? I'm doing his work. I'm just not Jesus. I don't have the right, I don't have his, we're working on it, but it's his work. What am I teaching you? Him. Christ consciousness. You need that to have magic. That's the whole point. The Queen of Cups. You need to have love. He's the definition of love. You need forgiveness, acceptance, understanding, kindness, joyfulness, peace, long-suffering, all the fruits of the Holy Spirit. I teach you how to obtain those through going through your dark feelings and dark spirits. Right? Today was a good one. I will catch you again. It could happen as soon as the sun sets tomorrow, where we have to face our dark sides. Really? Yeah, just get it over with. I like to get it over with. I like to enjoy the rest of my day and not spend all day crying about some shit, feeling bad about it. Just fucking rip the band-aid. Just take it away. Whatever it is, just fuck it. Fuck it. Really? You have to learn. Everything you sacrifice for your heart, everything your heart tells you to sacrifice, is going to bring you the biggest rewards. What's the real reward? You're actually freeing your spirit. And little by little, every one of those sacrifices allows your spirit to take over your mind a little bit more. Till finally you're a free spirit, and then you don't have to do this all by yourself no more. Which is fighting the mind? Yeah. Now I'm just the spirit fighting it. And even that, I tell God, I am not fucking fighting this mind today. God damn it. You know what it's like in here? What is that? Dark Night of the Soul. See you on Friday for that. Laters, haters. Love yous. Laters. Bye. Where's the button? Push the button.